Okay, so I've knit up my first inch here and I'm ready to change colors for garter stitch stripes. I'm going to use the dark blue to contrast my pale green here. Okay, so I'm just going to insert my needle as if to knit. And I'm going to drop my first color. Just going to hold it back here with my other finger. I'm going to pick up my new color and I'll leave a length for a tail to weave in. And I'll just yarn over as if to knit in the same way. And then I'm going to hold that new length of yarn and pull it through just like I would. You can see those stitches are very loose. That's because everything is unattached there. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly knit a couple more to get some of that yarn on there. And then I will stop and just pull these two a little. So I'm going to gently tie my tail for my new color and my working yarn from my first color that I left on there. And that way they just don't flop around and come all the way out while I am knitting this row in the dark navy color. So I just knit as normal. Now for garter stitch, it's really nice to knit 2 rows because of the way the rows group together. They hug each other here and you can easily see that's 2 rows. And because then we'll work back across our little mug rug here and be able to pick up our inlet color because our working yarn is over on this side. Okay, we're going to turn and work another row in the navy before changing back to our inlet color. So when I knit that last stitch, you want to be aware that it can pull loose because the way everything is attached there, and it is loose. Okay, so let me slide that over so I don't lose my end stitches. So this is the back. You can see the color change here. On our front, we'll have 2 rows like so. And on the back, your garter stitch makes like a neat pattern as well, with the first color being in the center more and the new color on the outside. So this will be the back. So when we turn, we'll see our 2 rows of garter there give a nice solid stitch look. Okay, so now we are going to drop the dark blue and pick up our inlet again, and we're just going to bring that yarn up. Let me get it off my tail and hold on to it. It's now our working yarn. We'll bring our navy back here out of the way. Insert our needle, yarn over in our new working yarn. Unlike most of our first stitches, I don't want to make this one super tight because I am pulling up that yarn tail. And then we just keep knitting across. So you can cut your dark blue once you have joined it, and that way you can get it out of the way and you have one less tail to deal with. So we're just going to loop the yarn over. Knit as if normal, knit a few more, then we'll stop. And I'm going to gently tie that together and continue knitting 2 rows in the navy before switching back. Okay, that's my last one. I'm going to knit in the dark navy blue. So now I'm going to pick up my working yarn and use that to knit my first stitch on the next row. Now on this first one, I did not untie what I tied here, and I like how the join, the colors overlapped and hit each other. So I'm also going to do it on that one. Okay, Okay, so to make our fringe, we're first going to take our color change stripes here. Remember, we have loosely tied the blue and green colors together just to keep them together. And we picked up the green and left the little knot there. So now we're just going to knot this all together, these two. Get that knot up as close to the edge as you can. And then you can trim that. I usually wait till the end after I've got all the fringe on to trim it.